would like to talk to you about a fun topic. Yes, we would like to discuss this with you. RV myths versus reality.
We've got 7 of them that we narrowed it down to.
Because, yeah, it's going to be fun.
All right, let's get started.
First myth. First myth is it's always peaceful and quiet.
I guess it depends on who you're out with. Sometimes it's not always peaceful and quiet around the Kevin and Kim household.
Especially doing videos. So, it's just the sun sets, the sunrise until you...
It's just perfect environment. Hear the birds sing, wake up in the morning. You would just think it'd be the most peaceful environment, being outdoors.
Listen.
Is that the myth?
Shh. Listen.
It can be. Okay.
So the reality is...
when you have that person next to you to the side with the chainsaw at 6 a.m., the best time to chop wood, or you got the kids that are up screaming and crying, or next to you in a tent, or maybe it may even be going to, let's say, I don't know, Natural Falls in the summertime, and they have the races going on and you can't hear nothing. When you just want to go out in the woods and be nice and quiet and peace. And well, here we are out here at night. Here our first night here at our Natural Falls. That ain't happening.
Yeah, by the campfire.
Right, by the campfire. So as you've seen, we did before in one of our Connect group videos we had where it was so loud of us trying to have peace and quiet and serenity, and ended up having all kinds of hearing cars going by. However, there are times that you do have that peace and quiet and serenity. And so that's kind of what you live for, those moments that you have, those nice times where you can just sit out on the beach and hear the waves, roar. Go right out your door like we did in Grand Haven.
Yeah.
Where you just had the nice watching the lighthouse and the boats out there in the bay. So it is a give or trade, depends on where you're at, I guess. Whether you do have that peace and quiet or you don't. All those neighbors come with you and where you try to get away from.
Hopefully it's not us.
Yeah. Sometimes we're those neighbors that are cutting wood at 10 o'clock at night or anything else, or sitting around giggling by the campfire till midnight, or playing guitar or doing whatever. So,
yes.
Yeah, But and all in all, it's a give or take with both of them.
Yeah. So, myth number 2 is it's a cheap way to live. Between fuel, campground fees, maintenance, and upgrades, trailer life can add up fast.
It can, especially when you're having to do a lot of maintenance, or you're having to always constantly fix things. Well, it was kind of odd. I was going down the road, and when we were, it said the lights came up, said a warning that one of the trailer lights were out. Maybe you go to some places and all of a sudden they have raised the price of the campgrounds a lot higher than you expected, especially for a lot of people. This really falls in line for those that are full-time and on a budget.
Oh, sure.
Or really trying to be budget conscious. So there is, if you can do pretty inexpensive, still doing RV life. I think even today, even with the rates of fuel costs and the rates of campground fees and everything else, resort fees, I think it still is fair. You could still be within a budget.
Okay, myth number 3.
Myth number 3: you'll be super minimalist. In other words, you think that you're going to need to minimize or have very minimal thing of everything. That you're going to be out there roughing it. Is that the case?
And like us, we'll have like 15 beach towels.
Yeah.
Lots of throw blankets, comforters.
We always seem to have like 15 rolls of paper towels or something, like we think there's going to be a paper towel shortage or whatever, or we've got, plates to feed 15 people or something.
Lawn chairs.
I mean,
yeah.
Now, being, once again, it would also depend on whether you are part-time or you're full-time,
That doesn't matter.
or looking, what it is that you're going to do. Of course, if you're full-time and this is your full-time home, you want to make sure you have all the essential things, make sure you have enough of everything, but you also need to make sure, once again, that you have that planning, because you don't want to take too much stuff, but you also got to make sure that you do have enough for, your clothes, that you got all your things and everything out there. So
Yep.
myth number 4, that RVs are easy to maintain.
There's always something that needs to be fixed. Like today, he had to work on the water pump.
Yeah, we had an issue with our water pump filter, inlet filter, and it was letting water and sputter and everything else, and so we had to fix it. No matter what kind of RV, what brand, what model, what anything, in other videos we've talked about this, that you will always have items that you need to fix. You need to make sure you have some mechanical or anything else.
Yes.
They can fairly be easy to maintain as long as you watch videos like we put out. Don't forget to check out some of our videos of how to maintain your RV. Check out our channel.
It does help.
It does help. So we have put a lot of videos out there to help you guys to make life easy for you. So definitely check out that in our video section.
Yes.
And please, if you continue liking us doing this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Give us that thumbs up. All right, enough of that.
Yeah.
But depending on whether you're older, maybe you don't have mechanical ability, maybe that you're always having to put it in a shop, you're either going to be having to fix something, or you're going to need to put it in the shop to fix it.
Yeah.
So,
and you don't want to put it in the shop if you don't have to, because that will take away from camping.
Time and money. And so if you could fix stuff, I would strongly recommend, especially because you're going to have a lot of maintenance items no matter what brand or what model or type that you have.
I'd say if not, try to learn.
By watching our videos, Kevin. And
Sure. That'll help.
Our how-to videos.
Okay. Myth number 5. You'll always be exploring, which I mean by you're going to leave the camp and do something. Not always.
Well, we're Kevin and Kim Outdoor Adventure. Aren't we not always exploring?
Sometimes we are not.
Yeah.
Sometimes we just need to get away from the hustle and bustle and just be together as a family, and that's what we did today.
Once again, being whether you're full-time or part-time, I think part-time you're more attentive to doing stuff and out there exploring, because you have limited time of doing it. Whereas I think if you're full-time, you have a lot of down days. I mean, life is normal, being on the road, full-time.
You have to do laundry.
You got to go grocery shopping.
Yeah.
You still got to clean your home. You got to do those maintenance items, when you're doing. So, and then you'll have normal, whether you may work a job full-time and you're having to spend, hours, 8-10 hours a day. I mean, sometimes even being out here part-time, even though I may have a beautiful scenery and sitting by the lake, doesn't mean I'm not working. So, just sometimes it's better to look at the scenery here than look at the four walls in my office. So we do it looks like maybe we're always doing adventures on vacation, but there are a lot of times that we just kind of come and we're just like everyone else. We're tired after working a long week. We just want to come sit by a campfire, sit out here with the fresh air.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, it's not always adventurous.
And myth 6, which is my favorite. It's always romantic all the time. And it reminds me of Grand Haven, we'd walk out, you hit the sand and you're looking at the water and you see the pier and you got the lighthouse. I'd sit there for days and just hours and just, so gorgeous.
So what do you think, babe?
Awesome.
It does have a nice view.
It sure does.
Right?
Can't get better than this.
No.
I did good?
Yeah, I wish I had a better situation in the parking situation, but
that's, who cares?
It definitely is nice.
And then the reality is you turn around and we are sardines.
Yes. It literally was a parking lot parked up against the sandy beach. And
Yeah.
it was very tight where we could reach out our window and ask our neighbors if they have any Grey Poupon.
Yes, it was not. So I just say, turn around. Just keep, look that way.
Yeah. As long as you look one direction or look out the window the one way,
Yeah.
it's beautiful. But behind you, it was a hot mess.
Yeah.
In a parking lot, basically,
Yeah.
real close. So, you know, but if you've got a bunch of little kids and everything else, sometimes you ain't worried about romance. You're just trying to make do and get through.
Right. And then there's the other aspect of, you know, the chores that puts the damper on the romantic.
Yeah.
You know, he's got to cook, so he's got to do the dishes.
You got to cut wood, got to still do a lot of stuff around the
Somebody's got to
campsite.
pull the poopy tank.
Right.
Somebody's got to do it.
That's not very romantic.
It's not.
Not at all.
No. So just keep your eye on the scenery.
You keep your eye looking forward. Don't look around behind you.
No, just that's myth 6. And the last one, myth 7, you will feel free every day. Do you feel free every day?
You know, being out here, I really do. I come out here and every time I love the feeling I get every time I go out camping, and sometimes I out here hammocking by a nice view. Got some water, got the lake, got the campsite. Why would I not enjoy camping? I mean, I always have to reevaluate my life choices, whether or not I don't want to end the trip or, you know,
Right.
having to go back. So,
But
I don't know. I feel free.
Yes, but there's logistics behind it. You had to like search what's available to get here, grocery shopping to get the food to come here, packing. There's logistics behind it. On today's adventure, we're going to talk about how to get ready for a big trip in 5 easy steps.
And don't forget to stay to the end because we got some money-saving tips and ideas for you guys out there.
Yes.
They're definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're definitely. I could see that. You know, I guess being part-time, you know, I feel free because I'm away from the
Yes.
normal hustle and bustle of things. But being full-time, you know, sometimes it can get stressful to know. You know, you may have to check out of a certain campsite, and you're trying to find, you know, harvest host. Or you're trying to find that next place to be. You
for
know,
sure.
and especially if maybe you need internet or you need laundry or need those things.
Right, and
everything
even
has a price.
Yeah, and even on our big trip, you know, every stop we were like, we have to see this, and where are we going next? And
Yeah,
and
the
so it
planning
just,
and everything in it.
after a while, it just got exhausting.
I know, you almost need a vacation from your vacation.
It did. So it didn't feel free, but maybe if you're full time and you're stopped at one place for a month or something, maybe
Yeah.
that's when you feel free.
If you was retired or
Maybe,
something, and you have nothing really to, you
But
know,
then
be
maybe-
free-spirited.
Maybe then you're like, where do we go next? Maybe.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I don't know.
So these are the Mythbusters of myth versus reality.
Of RV life.
Yeah. So hopefully you enjoy it. I like this topic.
Yeah, that's a pretty good topic.
Yeah, because it's you know,
Hey, once again, if you like us making these videos, we just ask, you know, that you guys, you know, comment,
Yeah.
give us that thumbs up. This is, you know, this is how we continue to come week after week to make these videos absolutely free to you guys. So we just ask that you just support us and just, you know, if you can do that, that'd be awesome. So, but that should be enough for this week.
until next Sunday.
Until next Sunday, we will see you guys later.
All right.
We're going to enjoy our free scenery and watch our sunset here at the lake. All right, bye.